Somebody can attack you and rape you is the same as a father who is loving to his wife and his children.
Sometimes I wonder is he going to try to see him? Is he going to show up here? Is he going to show up at school? Go.
Is that a good idea?
Bring the dogs over here.
Tiffany lives in Michigan. She became pregnant after being raped at the age of 12. For nearly 10 years, she's been looking over her shoulder, worried her rapist may turn up to see her son.
His niece had messaged me saying that he wanted to see him and that they would come pick him up from my house and take him. I was scared. I didn't know if I would have to actually let him see him. Because at that time, the judge had said that the parenting time and the legal parental rights were there, that he had it. He had the piece of paper.
The law in Tiffany's state allows her to withdraw her rapist's parental rights. Many women have to find thousands of dollars to do that, but she received legal aid for her fight.
First, when we'd found out, we didn't know how we were going to afford a lawyer. I mean, we were living paycheck to paycheck.
All right, come on.
More than 1,000 miles away in Florida, Annalyn is another rape survivor who's been through the legal process. She moved here after giving birth, but her rapist tracked her down, demanding to see her daughter.
Florida law had nothing in place to prevent this from happening. Nothing, which is pretty horrifying. I mean, let that sink in.
Annalyn's case changed her state's law, which means women can now automatically have their attacker's parental rights withdrawn. In other states where laws have been introduced, they still vary considerably. Some need a rape conviction to withdraw parental rights. Clear and convincing evidence of a sexual assault is enough in others, but in 4 states, rapists are still given automatic parental rights. Maryland is one of the latest to change its law.
When I was first elected,
Delegate Kathleen Dumais sponsored the bill here, which was denied 9 times as some feared the law would be abused.
there were those on the committee just truly, I think genuinely, were concerned that women would lie and this statute would be misused.
And there are a lot of grey areas. The law is not as clear-cut as it could be.
Hi, Derwin. Hi, how you doing?
When Derwin was in his 40s, he got a 15-year-old girl pregnant. Unlike the UK, statutory rape does not exist in Maryland, so Derwin was convicted of child abuse. Despite his conviction, as the biological father, he still has parental rights.
I was told I could go to court and force her to give me time with him when I wanted it.
He believes if his rights were taken away, they would have a detrimental impact.
Do you think that's fair to the child? To systematically take that child's rights away and say you don't get to make this decision of wanting to see this parent because we say so.
His victim, whose identity we're protecting, wasn't aware of the new law, but is now thinking about going to the courts to apply to withdraw Derwin's rights. In order to do that, though, she has obstacles to overcome.
I wouldn't be able to afford it, but I would definitely consider it. I would want what's best for my son. The agonizing pain of wondering what if, what's going to happen.
These are questions being asked by rape survivors in states where laws don't yet exist. For others, protection is now available, but often at a price. Frankie McCamley, BBC News.